designating English as the official language of the United States. This is a breaking executive order occurred, designating English as the official language of the United States. This is historic. There may have been a little pause. You may have seen a little black screen. Don't worry, everything is perfectly fine. This is historic in the sense that nothing of this has happened before. And thank you all for joining. It's also historic for us government contractors. Now, it seems that for many in this space, the thought is, well, this must only impact government employees, or maybe this is a play to generate certain type of votes. And I must share with you, there's a lot more to it. And that is why we're chatting about this today. This particular executive order, as well as I'm answering any Q&A you may have here, or if you're watching the replay, post your questions below. And if you're ready to begin, just type ready. HK, no, nobody, I'm not mad or happy about any of these executive orders. I'm here to chat about them and how they impact us so that we really maximize what is going on. So instead of looking at everything that's going on and thank you for engaging with me by typing ready. So if you're ready, type ready. So instead of looking at these things like, oh, things have changed. Is this the right time to get into government contracting? This is definitely the right time to get into government contracting. I've been in this space since 2007, been awarded over $50 million in federal government contracts. And I'm here to give you a little bit of motivation with I create my reality cards from here in Tulum, Mexico, so where I live full time, as we're about to dissect designating English as the official language of the United States. And what you need to know, this is vital. You need to know this. So this is the card. I get what I give. I give attention to my goals, number 16. Do something every day that motivates you closer to your goal. Give yourself a realistic daily, weekly, monthly action plan. Check off each completed item so you can visually see yourself moving closer to your goals. This is beautiful, beautiful. Just like each and every one of you, all my GovCon winners, you're beautiful. You get what you give. That's what this card says. Give more attention to your goals, and your goals will give you more of everything that you want. That's very powerful. How is this all connected? Well, first and foremost, with a lot of these opportunities, many of you are interested in middleman, subcontract, or maybe you're going to have employees assigned to different locations. They're going to have to speak English. They're going to have to speak English pretty much all of the time, unless they're in a private situation, meaning in their car, or maybe they're at your office. This isn't unique to just federal employees. What this means is you bring in someone, they're doing the work. If potentially somebody hears them speaking a language other than English, they may report you. Now, in government contracts, I've noticed that some situations they will list must be able to speak English. They may say things about English only, but with this executive order, it heightens it. And now that you have people in this environment of go to DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, If you see something, say something, contact us, let us know so we can investigate it. It's turning everyone into Crime Stoppers. And so with that said, they're definitely going to heighten their scrutiny of us, federal government contractors. But shouldn't they? Shouldn't they? If you're paying somebody to do work in your house, you're just going to be like, oh, okay, just do the work. Yeah. I mean, you're going to do the same thing because employees are under scrutiny. We're going to be under scrutiny. So I would love to see your questions. So feel free to type your questions here. There may be a delay during this live, but feel free to type your questions. So you want to make sure that the team that you bring in, that they realize, hey, you're going to need to speak English. Be mindful. If you speak other languages or you want to speak other languages, just do so in private. This shouldn't have an impact so much on translation, transcription services, as long as things are also in English. You may see a slight decrease in those, and those are great opportunities to middleman. And in case you're wondering, I do love tea. I am drinking some mint tea, and the card I pulled today, I get what I give. You get what you give. Give attention to your goals, and your goals will give you more of everything that you want. That's really powerful. I see it as an energy play. Okay, so I see a question. What's up, Raul, JJ, Michael, Sherry, all of you. I love and adore you. If you're watching the replay, type your questions below. Got it. Okay, Enduro. Amen for all that. It makes sense. I'm reading his question. I'm assuming you're a man. English not their primary language. They're not from here, did not attend school in America. They should learn English. It's better contracts. I love you back, Sherry. You know, this is something where, as somebody who lives full-time in Mexico and I don't have I'm not competent with speaking Spanish, I have two different views. However, I'm very fortunate and I'm able to work virtually. Now, if I was in a situation where I needed to learn Spanish, then of course I would do it. So the thing is, a lot of people are in situations where they don't have to speak the said language. And keep in mind, do you all know, and feel free, Willie, and everyone else to type below, the official language in Nigeria? Do you know what the official language is in India? Or in Belize? Belize is not far from here. I think it's a 5-hour drive. If you know the official languages for these countries, feel free to type them below. Nesby, what's up? Welcome back. Northern Mexico. Where northern? Like Juarez, Monterrey, the other part, north of Cabo. So are you familiar with the official languages in Nigeria, Belize, India? If you are, type it down. Sonora. Okay, nice. I haven't been there yet. I don't think so. I went to Juarez. Oh, that's so sweet, Jose. Okay, so David says English. What does everyone else say? Nigeria. What's up? Good morning to the Philippines. India, Belize. What are their official languages? So as you're answering that, I talked about, and I'll quickly share again, and it may turn black, so don't freak out. Designating English as the official language of the United States. It's an executive order. And I'm discussing how this impacts us as government contractors. Okay? That's what I'm discussing. So as several of you typed, English is the official language. Nigeria, India, Belize. Belize is the only country here in Central America where English is their official language. All the other countries is Spanish. So this is really important because as you're bidding on work, as you're middlemaning, as you're looking at opportunities, just keep in mind your contractors, your team, the people that you put in front of the government represents you. It doesn't represent me, doesn't represent JJ. It represents you. Must speak English in public. Be prepared for that. Just be prepared. Beautiful questions today. We should better educate in other language. I took Spanish for 3 years and can't speak it fluently. Nani bag, yeah, I tested out of Spanish 1 in college. And when things like in crises here, all of a sudden the Spanish comes out, I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? But that's okay, Janice. But, you know, thankfully I can read it. I have a good understanding here in Mexico, so it doesn't really hinder me. So all of you that are coming in, I appreciate you being here. And what's key is the executive orders that are coming out, things going on with DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, also impact all of us as federal government contractors. I also had predicted that there would be a DOGE theme at the state level. Governor of Florida, where I'm registered to vote, Governor DeSantis has already moved forward with it. He has a nice banner on it and everything, a little flyer. So what this means is be aware, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. So make sure you like this today. You keep coming back. If you haven't already, pick up a copy of winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. I'm going to share that here with you in a second. Also, keep in mind that this means we have to continue to demonstrate our value. winnerswaybook.com. And how we do that is, one, through communicating. You have to communicate with your vendor. Hey, I just want to let you know I put in our price quote. I'll keep you posted. Hey, I just want to let you know we won. We're going to have a first meeting. Instead of, oh, Dr. Parks, I can't get my vendor. I can't find them. I mean, listen, I get it. I totally get it. I had that happen with Nuclear Regulatory Commission. There was a woman I was going to subcontract to. She was the entire reason we were even contacted about the work. We won. I believe at that time it was 6 figures. I would have to go back to double check. I don't recall, because we were subbed by a company and then I was subbing to her. I had no idea how to do the work. I had to do a senior executive service. I had no idea about this. That was way, way early days. And she said to me, hey, I'm having XYZ situation in my family. I can't work on this. Click. I had never heard back from her since. That was over 10 years ago. So I had to scramble. Our team went on LinkedIn and we found somebody. And actually, we've been working with that woman, her name is Diane, to fulfill the need ever since. Now, that was a one and done type contract. But the point is, you want to stay in regular communication, because if I wouldn't have been in communication with her, what would have happened when they were like, oh yeah, the first meeting? Ugh. So please learn from these trials and tribulations that I've been through. America made it very easy for folks to not to have to learn English. Tamika, yeah, here in I don't live in Cancun, I live in Tulum, but here in Yucatan also. I was in Spanish 3, made good grades too. Yeah, Nani, I feel you. Yeah, I agree with you, Tamika. We do a really good job making life easy in America. DJ, Kizzy, how can I reach out to you for one-on-one? I'm gonna give you my email. Here, y'all can all reach out to me. Okay. I feel like I owe somebody the HVAC proposal. If that's you, make sure you email me. I'm not trying to not send you something, but just being really open with you. I'm balancing a lot. I got a man, he's amazing. I'm getting back into my workout routine. I'm figuring out things with myself and working on being the best version of me. And so sometimes I may overlook an email. Okay, DJ. Yeah, I definitely don't go on LinkedIn. So I want to say, I apologize to you. I'm not here to ignore you or to do anything of that nature. I'm just balancing a lot. I'm just letting you know. DOGE impacts my companies too. That's for a whole nother day. Remember, you get what you give. So I'm here to give. Sometimes I might need a little nudge. So DJ and anyone else watching live or the replay, I'm not really big into checking my LinkedIn. Email me. kparks@kpcinc.com is the best way to get in contact with me. We'll talk. Okay, cool. Let me give you the book too. I'll give you the email. There's a lot more to come. I'm going to have another book. We have a challenge. So I'm going to get to all that in a second because I want to keep giving you value, value, value. And for those of you just joining, executive order just came out designating English as the official language in the US. And I believe this is the first time we've ever done anything like this in the United States. And it impacts us as government contractors because it means that you can't have your team there speaking all these languages. You want to make sure they're speaking English in public and private, speak any language they want. I remember one time I was, I had gone to, what are they called? It's under Department of Justice. It's it's a government building downtown Miami. I know they have attorneys, they have clerks. I went and had a capability brief with them. And it was at also Haitian Flag Day. So it was really cool to see all the Haitian flags, and Miami has a very big Haitian culture and population. And so I'll never forget how cool it was. And the woman, I think, asked me if I was Haitian. Makes sense because there's a lot of Haitians. And I think of things like that because when we hear and when we see things like designate English, sometimes people think English, Spanish. And it's English and all these other beautiful languages that exist. So it doesn't mean you can't share or express your language. I'm sharing with you, federal government contractors, speak English, speak the other languages elsewhere. Okay? Just be careful because with the DOGE, Defense Department of, government efficiency. Sorry, y'all, I got all tongue-tied because there's going to be a huge DOGE update on DOD tomorrow. So I'm like, my brain is on fire. But given DOGE has various X accounts, Twitter accounts, X accounts, dedicated to reporting certain things, this is not the time to play games. This is the time to be the best version of you, be ethical, be above board. Okay. Yeah, Janice, agreed. I came to government contracting because I couldn't get a job, Janice, with a mess. In the green public health because I didn't speak Spanish, and that hurts me to my core to this day. I'm sorry, Janice. Yeah, I mean, maybe now is the time to try again. Naduro, has anyone noticed, recognized, very pragmatic, they discriminate against our Black youth, young adults, and teenagers? To hell with that. Okay, Enduro, I need to hire someone that speaks Spanish for my business too. Okay, Enduro, I need a little bit of reference. But here's what I love. I feel your passion because I'm your government psychic friend, whether you into it or not into it. If you ain't into it, there's other channels. If you into it, you know what's up. So I just need a little more context there. But here's the deal. I love your passion. I love the fire here. I love that you're wanting to learn, apply, and adjust. And that's what all this is about. So I'm doing something I have not done in a very long time. We have a challenge coming up. I'm going to put the link there. $297 VIP. VIP always better. And you're going to get the recordings. You get to ask me a question. This is the time to take full advantage of this 2 hours of this challenge, because the next time we do it, so we're going to hold it in March, and they're going to hold it again. And then the next time it's held, I'm going to end up charging more for people to ask questions. I'm just letting you know. So check it out. Also, if you want more information, you need help with some things, you can personally email me. Will DOGE change the demographics? Hassan, I don't know about demographics. I know, here's what I do know. Let me put it like this. When I was in diversity and inclusion many years ago, 07, 08, I got out really like 2013-ish. And then we would only every now and again do diversity and inclusion, and I was never involved. So I found that there was this, what I called bounty hunter mentality. This is not unique to the federal government. This is not a dig against anyone. I'm just speaking from my personal experience. One of many reasons that I was like, I don't want to be part of this anymore. It was this bounty hunter mentality. Like, how many blacks, how many Hispanics, how many whites, how many this, how many that. And I started to notice the same with the SBA in the past couple of years. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Feel free to hit hearts. Feel free to share. And I was like, this is odd. It was like, people would contact me. Hey, Kizzy, I was told I should get an 8A. And I'm like, you've had your cage code for a week. Meanwhile, this many 8As, y'all know the curls popping. This many women owned, this many veteran, this many HubZone. And I just had these like creepy flashbacks. I was like, this is disingenuous. And here's why. I want to know how many people have contracts. That's what I want to know. How many people, how many small businesses are profitable? How many small businesses are going through the steps to get an 8A and get 8A work? That's what I want to know, because based on my understanding, very few. Listen, I'm going to keep it real. Y'all know I was used multiple times as an example. SBA, South Florida. I actually spoke for SBDC/SBA something or other not too long ago, I think in Central Florida. They even use a capability at an Apex in which the woman did work for me, and they show her capability and list my company and her past performance with us. So I'm not saying this from this place of politics or guessing. I'm sharing from experience. So what I would love to know, and what I'm hoping, is during these next 4 years, you win a contract. There's no reason you can't. I get what I give. Do something every day that moves you closer to your goal. Being here, going to sam.gov, bidding, attending an outreach event. That's what it's about. Being aware of the executive orders, adhering to them. And if you decide, you know what, this is not for me, then don't do it. That's cool. That's cool. But at least try. And that's why I'm here, y'all, because I love and adore you. Okay, I'm going to go back. Nadoro, I live full-time in Mexico. I was inspired. Okay. Let's see. Which service contracts would you recommend? The real. I recommend you go after things that are not political. Cleaning, real estate where the building's being occupied, snow removal, housekeeping. I just filmed a video on a housekeeping opportunity. Somebody won a $1.1 million contract for 5 years. Nadoro, I have to stop being pretentious because all of them are playing against us. Doesn't Marlene how those reject us? Okay, got it. Pixel, subcontracting. So here's a great example. Let's see. I'm trying to, it's this right here, this one. So I have one of my lights attached to this. Not sponsored, just sharing, okay? I purchased this on Amazon, right? So someone from Amazon brought this to me, to my place in Miami Beach. They brought it to my home in Miami Beach. Does that person work for Amazon? Probably not. The components, this whole thing, was it all provided by Anchor? Probably not. So you have vendors, you have subcontractors, you have these other people who are involved. They don't work for the company. You know what's really interesting? I've been watching a lot of travel videos, right? Because I want to go on like a Virgin cruise with my man. I'm just saying. I am becoming that person who's like, oh, they man. I am. It's how it is. So I was looking at these videos on Virgin Cruise, and then all these videos on cruises pop up, because you know how the beautiful algorithm is here on YouTube. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that notification button. And they started to talk about the spas on the cruise. Okay, I like a spa. The shopping on the cruise. The people who take your photos on the cruise. And they were saying that all of those are controlled by other entities. That's code for subcontracting. They're vendors. So the people providing the spa services don't work for Carnival. They work for another company. So when it comes to government contracting, you win a contract to paint the wall behind me. You find a painter, you pay them, you take a cut. There you go. That's how a lot of government contracting works. We've subcontracted to a $1 billion company. Billion. So it's how it works. Perfect. For any of you who would love to learn, I have a new challenge. $297 VIP. VIP always better. There is a $97 option, but I'm a VIP kind of girl. So I'm just letting you know. Okay, so I'm going to put the link here for that. 5 days, you get to ask questions. We're going to cover a bunch of information that's listed here. What are we covering? Well, we're covering every single thing you need to know to master middleman approach. That's what it's about. That's what it's all about during this Trump era. Because the days of pontificating about, oh, I had 1,000x profit, someone's going to turn you in. And it's not that they're against you making money. The market is not the place for this right now. 1,000% profit would be on OF. Bad as boss. Tell me. Okay, flip family. My first win, I was happy. Second, third, happy. Now I need to win big money, construction, cyber. Flip family, I'm so proud of you. Have I interviewed you? Where's my phone? Here it is, y'all. Sorry, I was like, where's my phone? So proud of you. Did I interview you? Excuse me. I shared on my TikTok. You win. I fly you out. You get flown out here, and I interview you in my studio. The studio I use. I don't want y'all thinking I'm lying. I don't own the studio. I worked as a contractor for years, saw billions in fraud. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff happened. Oh, Michelle, tell me. Okay, tell me about your win, Michelle. Michelle, you might be the first flown out here. Keep it up. I'm excited. Okay, flip. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let me take a photo. Get off my arm. Let me get this one. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm glad you're bilingual, Raul. Hey, Kizzy, we got our 8A. Took us a few years. Okay, Awaken, if you're comfortable with what you need to do, dialing for dollars. Okay, got it, Michael. Just got your cage code. I'm so proud of you. Also, and let me know, be honest with me. Please put a yes. Be honest. So I'm going to start a second channel soon. And it will be everything except government contracting. So if you're down for that, type a yes. Thank you, Kizzy, for answering. If I'm joining the Master Academy, does the 2-hour challenge cover the same? No. The Proposal Master, no. Good question. Proposal Master Academy is one of the greatest things I've ever created. You're going to love it. It's all about proposal writing. The 5-day is all about like, here's how you maximize during the Trump administration. If you're interested in that second channel, type yes. So let me put in here, proposal master. Oh man, I'm so proud of you. Awaken, furniture installation, done a couple we were direct primes on. Oh, good. So here's the deal. I'm gonna give you some free coaching, and that is Awaken. Make sure you go back to all those agencies you did work with to see if you can get an 8A sole source. Now, maybe a little tricky, but fourth quarter comes, they may be a little more open. Heston, once you have a cage code, you can bid on opportunities across the world. Africa, Philippines, I bid on things in Italy, doesn't matter. And thank you all for your participation, for sharing. Yes. Base Boy, would you bid on something another prime is bidding on? Like when you say another prime, do you mean like the company you're planning on subbing to? Oh, no worries, Awaken. I was just reading really fast. Okay, Flip, that's fine. Okay, we're getting it. So if you want any assistance on proposal writing, please feel free to check out Proposal That Wins. I'm going to share my screen with you all. Proposal That Wins. We have that here. It's amazing. We've had numerous people have success, win contracts, increase confidence, just get amazing feedback. Proposal-that-wins.com. So you'll see the link there. Paranoid. Is that what you're saying, Flip? You're so paranoid. So somebody said, Zero asked, first manager said the government doesn't pay and was uncomfortable with us working with Trump, has vendors scared. Who says the government doesn't pay? Like who are these people? I'm being really serious. Like who is it? Is it like the person that's never done anything with government contracting and they're like, government doesn't pay? Like, I don't know. I can tell you this. I've been in this space since 2007, forever 28. The government has always paid. There was one situation. This was one of those situations where I was really naive, and at the end of the day, it was what it was. For one agency, they had me go to Germany. That was not part of the contract, and travel was not included in that. So I didn't get reimbursed for it. At the end of the day, it's okay, because it was just me. And it was a good learning, because I should have never gone to Germany. I'm really glad that I did. I believe I got a coin while I was there. My coins are in the headquarters in Melbourne. But other than that, we've always been paid. Always been paid at the federal level. And state, we sub to somebody in the great state of Florida, always been paid. So I don't know. Oh, King. I'm so proud of you. Tell me about your win. I'm going to take some photos. So King said, I won a contract because of you. Good. Y'all know I love those religious ones. And that's another area that's so not controversial. Nobody's like, cut religion. You know, like that's not what's happening. Okay. I don't know why the volume decreased, but I'm still here. Rollins, did you release? I think you did. You released our podcast, right? I adore you. Zero. Well, you know, scared people, scared. What is the saying? Scared money doesn't make any money. If that's something you agree with, type yes, type yes, type yes, type yes. I look at it like you got to ebb and flow. It's no different than society. You know, and maybe it's always been there. I just didn't notice. I was Googling things on my phone. Two things. One, I learned that some people don't Google. They first look on TikTok. I was like, they don't Google? Didn't know. Second, when I was looking on Google, I was trying to find the video tab, and there's a tab that says short videos. What? So why? Because we as a society across the world love short content. We love it. I see it here in Mexico. I'll see the cab driver, I see whomever, just everybody's on their phone. It's a thing. And so does that mean people need to say, stop being on your phone, don't watch short content? You embrace it. So yeah, there's this DOGE, so you embrace it. Hey, because of DOGE, I'm not going to be able to give you that profit cleaning company you normally get. So whatever profit y'all normally add, you better decrease it. And if you can't work with us, then I still appreciate you. Can you refer somebody else? That's what it means, that you're maybe more transparent. Hey, here's our pricing. And because of DOGE, we've only added a 5% profit. You may think 5%? On average, restaurants make between 3 and 5 as profit. So just some things to think about. Pixel. If something has already been sole source, it is not something to bid on. It's kind of like you're going to a wedding and the two people getting married are at the front and you're like rolling up in your outfit to marry one of them. Excuse me. Now, I mean, if they're into thruples and this was part of the arrangement, I guess, but I mean, they already planned on getting married. So it's kind of what it's like. Mr. and Mrs. Sherman, they already have. You can go, let me get the website up for you guys. I think it's, let me double check. Yeah, doge.gov. So for any of you wondering how is DOGE impacting, I heard about a woman who lost a contract with USAID. And as a result, she lost 200 employees. So this is real. You can see them here. Most of these are grants and contracts. And this is a screenshot from fpds.gov. So you can see all of it here. This is a free website, doge.gov. I'll put the link here. I believe, let's see. You can look based on agency. And you can see the contracts that they canceled. And then you can click there. Let me make sure it's still sharing. Okay, let me move over the screen. Second. So I did click the button and see the actual contract that they canceled. That was terminated. So this is a situation. This is not a drill. It's not a joke. It's about saving money, saving taxpayer dollars. That's what it's about. Thank you, Rollis. The real. That's a good question. I feel like Proposal Master Academy. I'm also going to come out with a beginner's course really soon, probably in a month or so. King, wide area workflow. That's right. You got a defense contract. Anytime somebody's paid on wide area workflow through the PI system, that means it's defense. I'm proud of you. Art Coleman. Of course, there's always lots of opportunities. I have an amazing team. I have success coaches because I'm going to go on and keep building, build a second channel, do more and more. I have a money manifesting opportunity coming up. all kinds of things. Being afraid is based upon a negative construct. That's right. And the card I pulled today, I get what I give. You know, I'm your government psychic friend. You like it, you don't. There's other channels, but I know you're here for a reason. Learn, apply, adjust. And there's tons of options in this world. And if I'm not that option, that's cool. I understand. But I want you to get a cage code and bid. That's what I want from you. So I give attention to my goals. You give, you get what you give. That's what's important here. You get what you give. Give more attention to your goals, and your goals will give more of everything that you want. It's very vital. Very, very vital. So when it comes to government contracting, Tressel, I love you too. When it comes to this space, coming from a place of, hey, I'm here to provide the best product or service, to give it to you at the best cost, I am the person for you. Because you already have people, oh, I'm scared, I don't know, there's all these contracts and Trump this and Elon Musk that and, you know, whatever. Doesn't change anything. The government's still buying billions of dollars worth of products and services. It's just that they want a deal. And they must align with the executive orders. So the newest executive order is designating English as the official language of the United States. No different than Nigeria, Belize, and India. So that means that when you're working efforts or you're using subcontractors, y'all need to speak English in public. That's all it means. Okay, King, Pentagon. Okay, good. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Okay, Maury and anybody else, contact me. There's lots of coaching opportunities. There's group and one-on-one. Eddie, is Gov when necessary when starting out? Have my 8A, trying to strategize. My company specializes in audit readiness. Oof. I don't know, Eddie. I don't really know if they're buying audit readiness. Which NAICS code did you use? And which SBA are you under? Because the thing with an 8A, it's an easy button. However, I don't know if a lot of these agencies are going to want to use that easy button. I was working on Unison, but compared to last year, there's no good bid. Okay, so Pixel and everybody else, think about Christmas. Okay, maybe you don't celebrate Christmas. Maybe celebrate Kwanzaa or Hanukkah. Okay, think about the holiday season. Now, are any of you, now be honest with me, are any of you buying Christmas trees in the month of March? If you are, type yes. Type yes if you're buying Christmas trees. Thank you, Rodney. I love you too. If you're buying Christmas trees in the middle of March, type yes. I know there's a bit of a delay. I don't see anybody typing yes. So what this means is the Christmas tree business is probably most profitable fourth quarter calendar year. So when it comes to the federal government and the platform Unison is a platform to bid on products and services. It's a reverse audit auction. It's free. Free $99. All you need is a cage code to register. It works the same way. The fourth quarter of the federal government, July, August, September. So you see an uptick of opportunities around that time of the year. What's up, Shanae? Y'all need to check out Shanae. She's got about 1 million followers on LinkedIn. She's the queen of AI, LinkedIn, and AI is a tool that you will need to help you with proposals or understanding opportunities. That's right, Shanae. Nobody's buying Christmas trees in March. So the same thing works with Unison. You're going to see a few and then boom, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, there's so many. That's what's going to happen, okay? So don't give up, Pixel. Base Boy. The company I'm trying to subcontracting is bidding. I mean, depends on how much you like competition. I believe I'm the best, so I probably will still bid. I would undercut them though. I don't play around. It's like Amazon. Amazon did a lot of research and they found, like, let's take toasters. So let's say a vendor, let's say toasters was a very popular item. They would white label toasters and undercut the toasters of the other vendors. I work like Amazon. I really admire Jeff Bezos. He's so brilliant. He even recently posted a letter to investors and such. So take a look. Okay. Badass or just bad boss lady. Which quarter? Any one that you believe in. If you think it's the fourth, it will be the fourth. I firmly believe what we believe will happen. I firmly believe this. I have so many examples of it. That's why I'm starting a second channel. I mean it. I mean it. Eddie, NAICS code 541211. Audit is huge. Okay, good. So then here's what I suggest that you do, Eddie. You get with the agencies in the DOD who you know want these audits. You said you're currently subcontracting under the Army. Okay, get in front of the Army Small Business Rep, somebody with the Army who can make decisions, because they may not be comfortable going 8A given everything going on right now and the executive orders around DEI and preference. So you may have to get them to go the small business route. I would also look to meet with the small business rep with the Navy. Okay, Lady Bull said it's a good NAICS. Cool. I haven't used that NAICS. So if it's a great NAICS, by all means, work with it. What I know is this. Most 8As start out very narrow and expand. That's what we did. So eventually you'll end up in staffing. Art, there have been government contracts in Canada. I don't know. I wouldn't say, I mean, there's still going to be opportunities here in Mexico, Canada. Just look for them. James, my wife is a education consultant. How could she get involved in GovCon? That's a great question. So my response is, what does she want to sell? Does she want to be an expert and only provide education consulting, which given they want to dismantle the Department of Education, not sure if that's the right path? Or is she entrepreneurial and she's open to selling technology devices? Only y'all know. I suspect she wants to be an education consultant, but she's not here and I don't feel like it's comfortable for me to read her without being here. Okay, Lady Bull, what's up? You're amazing. Okay. Now, if you want your questions to pop up, please buy a badge. By all means. If you have any questions, feel free to post them. Lady Bull, you're so funny. Who are you? Do we know each other? I was looking up something. Okay, so Lady Bull is referencing the new head of the SBA. She's the administrator of the SBA, Kelly Loeffler. I like Kelly. Here's why I like Kelly. She posted, I think it was on X or something, like she was in the SBA office. She's like, look, nobody's here. All the desks are empty. I was like, dang. I like that. I like a person who's like, let me just put it out there. Now, I have respect for that. I love when people who have a background in business are appointed in these positions. Here's what will happen. There is not going to be an emphasis on 8A, woman-owned, hub zone. No. You may see a sprinkle of veteran stuff, but it's going to be an overall, we're here to help small businesses, maybe help farmers, maybe help businesses in places where they've had a natural disaster, like Hawaii, North Carolina, places like that. So just be aware of that. But she seems great. I like her videos. I like her. I like her because she's not playing. So if the SBA is bringing people back to the office, then the SBA may need contracts for housekeeping. And she's showing, look, if the SBA is in person, then what does that mean for us? It means that we can meet with people in person. Because I don't know about you. How has it been trying to get in contact with your SBA rep? Have you, especially the 8As that are watching live or recorded, have you ever met your 8A rep in person? Have you ever even met an SBA person in person? Let me know. I'm sure the answer is no. I could be completely wrong. And it shows that there's this overall trend of having people meet with have their team working on site. I'm not saying that there shouldn't WOSB shouldn't be in demand, but here's the deal. Going back to a comment I made earlier in this live, I firmly believe that the SBA and these goals was no different than the whole bounty hunter mentality from when I was in diversity and inclusion. They love to put out there, we have all these woman-owned small businesses. You can Google it. You can look online right now, and you can see the number of woman-owned, federally certified small businesses. You can look it up. Okay, so what does that mean? Number one, WOSB doesn't apply to all NAICS. Number two, if you go to sam.gov, previous administration now, and you go to set aside WOSB, let me know if you want to bid on any of that stuff. Chances are you're not. Three, I know, Pat, my experience may not be yours. Our experience, one WOSB we competed for. Two WOSBs, yeah, two, maybe three were sole sourced. So to really leverage the WOSB, you must be taught how to get a sole source. And it darn sure isn't a capability statement and a website. And then, Lady Bull, what kind of items did you sell to the DOD? And you said you won several set-asides. So what kind of set-asides? Small business, WOSB? Let me know. Okay, Eddie. Let's see. Okay, cool. So medical coding. So are these multi-year contracts? Because if they're multi-year contracts, then you should still have them. Eddie, do you know anything about, and it's great that you won WOSB work. This is amazing. We have WOSB work. This is amazing. Okay, great. So you have 5-year WOSB work. So now with your past performance, you can bid on small business work. Eddie, DOD Mentor Protege Program. What do you have to offer Deloitte or Guidehouse? What do you have to offer them? Mentorship is not out of the kindness of somebody's heart. There's got to be something that you're offering them. And I foresee the DOD mentorship program. Are you speaking of the one with Apex? If you are, I foresee that's not going to, their funding is going to be reduced. Why do I say all of these things and have this air to what I'm saying? Because I want you all to be prepared to learn, apply, and adjust, find, bid, and win, period. Pretty much every single one of you watching live or the replay, you're a small business. There's no reason you can't win a small business set aside. But to think you can only win with a mentor, you can only win because of a WOSB set aside. And very few people have won in those categories who even have those set asides. Take a look at the data. SBA tracks it, puts it out there. And I called it with Apex months ago. I said in previous videos, I said, if Trump wins, bye-bye Apex. Talked about it. Now, this is not a moment of right or wrong. It's not about that. It's about, I want you all to be prepared. It's business. We like short video right now. Does that mean you can't create long content? No, it doesn't mean that. It means you should probably do both. So when it comes to the federal government, yeah, take a look for SWOSBs. Feel free to get your set aside. Bid on SDVOSBs, HubZone, 8A, Indian owned. Don't forget about Indian owned. We partnered with the Indian owned firm. We subbed to her. At the same time, bid on small business opportunities too. That's all it means. That's all it means is you want to do both, okay? So Lady Bull, I'm super proud of you. Super, 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 super proud of you. Awesome. Truth. I'm glad you got your book. winnerswaybook.com, winnerswaybook.com. Today's tone is a little more serious in that times are serious as far as what's going on, especially when you have the executive orders dropping on a weekend. Feel like it's when Drake and Kendrick were battling. You didn't know when a new song was going to come out. Pixel, are you on GSA eBuy? Do you have a GSA schedule? Okay, Mr. and Mrs. I'm in project management. Sherman, anybody here have a project management contract? I don't have anything that's project management. We are on a contract for FAA where we place project managers. Look at you, Lady Bull. You're crushing it. Which schedule are you on, Lady Bull? Which schedule are you on, Pixel? Pixel. So going back to your question, if we're in the items offered are not listed. What do you mean and eBuy and the items offered are not listed? Do you mean they're not listed on your pricing? What do you mean by that? Rodney, how did somebody steal it from you? I notice that language a lot, like the contractor stole it from me. How can somebody steal something if you don't have it? Did you get the contract where you awarded it and then the subcontractor somehow changed it? Okay, but which NAICS code, Pixel? I know it's GSA Advantage, but what is under that? Which schedule are you on? Like what are your NAICS or CLINs are covered under your schedule? Okay, I got you. So Pixel, if they're not on your catalog, that's fine. You can still, thank you, IT hardware. Okay, cool. You can still bid. It shouldn't be a problem. They don't really, I'll just say it shouldn't be a problem. I'll leave it at that. I'm glad you're ready, Elaine. I'm ready for you too. Okay, Ronald. And then what was it, Rodney? That talked about the one being stolen. I'm not trying to come off heartless. I feel like you left, but don't get down. Don't get down. Lady Bull, medical coding requirements. So you're on a contract for medical coding requirements? Okay, cool. Then keep bidding on those, girl. And then Lady Bull, here, this is how you work things. Is you got to be delicate because agencies are really pulling back on 8A, WSB, things like that. What you can do, Lady Bull, is you can try to get agencies to make it a WOSB under your schedule. I'm glad it's a journey called Alive. One thing that I found, Lady Bull and Pixel and anybody else with the GSA schedule, during the previous administration, some random GSA employee was like, I have to do an audit. I was like, okay. It was so random. And then we did this audit and then I never heard from him again. Is this like the BOI? So I bring these up because as long as on the GSA schedule, you're giving them a deal, you can justify the pricing. Why not? Because often your contract isn't even on the schedule. They award it off the schedule. Bonus strategy. I've had them use credit cards. And you can't count that toward your GSA goals. So, okay. No, Lady Bull, appreciate you. Love you. Okay, Awaken. I'm going to take a couple more questions and I'm going to call it a night. I got to get up early. I'm jump starting my eating changes. And I love and adore you. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, share. Check out winnerswaybook.com. I have a challenge, close contracts for cash, VIP always better, $297. Get on it if it's of interest. And as I'm about to answer Awaken, what I want you to take from tonight, not only our beautiful card, I get what I give, by each and every one of you being here live in the replay, you're giving. You're adding to our beautiful community. I have a Facebook group. Please make sure you join. Also, the government has the same mentality. They want to feel like they are getting a deal. They've always felt like that. It doesn't mean they want you to charge like prices like the things coming out of the back of a trunk, but they want to feel like getting a deal. Okay. Mike, it ranges as far as what you're looking for. And because a lot of stuff I'm not doing. So a lot of things I am doing. So start there, Mike. Okay. Let's see. Did Pixel, Lady Bull, hopefully Pixel will get back to you. I have a feeling Pixel does maybe both. Ruben, good. I'm glad you're interested. So Awaken, what advice would you give about getting systems in place as we are growing? Awaken to truth. Awaken, you have the 8A. Is that you? Hold on. Let me go back to the comments. Oh, shoot. Hold on. There was something about this too. Hold on to something. So I like free Google Sheets, things of that nature. We use QuickBooks for payroll, Bamboo HR for HR, not sponsored, not getting an affiliate link. This is what I use. We use Slack for communication. We have Monday for project management, but we don't often need to use it. We also have a subscription to Microsoft Project because several of our government clients prefer Microsoft Project. At the end of the day, sales rule. So you want to make sure you have sales and cash coming in, and then you can put the processes and procedures into place. You got to have sales, and you have to have an amazing client relations person and system in place. Regular emails, touch point, feel free to ask for after action, conduct surveys. One year we did that. We conducted surveys at the end of our period of performance. We also keep all of our CPARs, all of that. Okay, I'm going back and I see 0 day said, hold on. He said that manager from UniFirst, it was a uniform rental contract and they're trying to get a quote. I told him that I think DOGE has people nervous. Oh, okay. That makes sense from earlier. They may. Okay, good, Rollis. The clips and the podcast were well received. Okay, terrific. So in the future, going forward, if you want me to immediately answer your question, just buy a badge. Oh, that's so sweet of you, CJ Young, Kizzy from Mayor. That's right, Mayor. Oh, goodness. I'm having too much fun. Okay, cool. Thank you, Pixel. So I believe that's it. I feel a win coming. I've been placing bids. It's the journey. I agree. Okay, okay, Awaken, you're everything. So let me go back because I gotta go. I feel myself draining here. So Awaken, what's really key is making sure you're not executing the contracts. You have somebody in operations, you have your billable people, and you have a system in place to get paid quickly, to pay the people, to evaluate, and you have all of your HR in place. Oh, you got your first contract. Yolanda, we have a firm. Congratulations. What do you ask? Well, regardless if it's state or local, what you want to do is go through the contract. Hi, my name is Kizzy. It's nice to meet you. So you want to go through roles, responsibilities. You want to go through the contract. You want to go through expectations and how they define success. Okay, my name is Kizzy. I see here, based on the contract, we're looking to do For this contract, you will contact Lori for this. You will contract this person for this, for that. We'll share all the information with you. I would probably put together a very brief agenda. Thank you, Rollis. Very, very, very brief agenda and send it to them. And then make sure, is there anything else? Is there anything we need to be aware of? Any holidays, any this, any that? Okay, great. This is perfect. Awesome. So these are the people. This is what they'll work on. This is our clear understanding. And so the deliverables are, or success is. What else do you expect out of us? Okay, and also per the contract, it says we will invoice $52,000. So it says we're going to use wide area workflow or we're going to email the state. Is that correct? Is there anything else you want us to do? Should we also send the point of contact a copy of the invoice? Should we inform you before we submit the invoice? How regularly would you like for us to communicate with you? Typically, we communicate anywhere from weekly to monthly. What works the most? What makes the most sense for you? Is there anything that needs to happen in terms of identification or emails or getting, it's that type of a call. And you do not have your subcontractors on that call, on that very first kickoff call. You bring them in later. And you also need to have a kickoff call for just your team. So you will have basically like 3 calls. One with just them, one with your team. You have another one where you involve the client. And you want to make sure they have the contact information, one point of contact. So here's the main point of contact. Thank you, Awaken. You don't want them to have it. Nobody wants 8,000. You don't have 8,000 numbers. Nobody wants 8,000 numbers. It's who do you contact? In my team, Lori. That's who you contact, Lori. You don't come, I'm not involved. It's Lori. Okay. I'm proud of you for drug and alcohol testing. Be prepared for the end user to ask a lot of questions. Lady Bull, and to Wellness Boss and everybody else watching, put yourself in their shoes and identify the questions ahead of time. What do you think that they're going to ask? Write those questions down so you already know how to answer them. That helped with one of my coaching students. He was bidding on an opportunity with the state, and he sent his slide deck, and I was like, whoa, this is like 100 slides. I said, no. I said, what are the questions that the state would want to know? Put them on the slide, make it very simple. You want like maybe 20, 30 slides max. Short, sweet, already predict their questions. Boom, they won. It was a 6-figure contract. Okay. I love what you guys sent. Thank you. Let me do I think I can heart Rollis's too. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, you guys. Okay. Pin to channel. No, I don't know how to do that. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay, perfect. Kizzy, of course. I know, just preparing to be prepared. Lady Bull. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I'm just adding to what you stated. I love what you stated. Just adding to that. Just always over prepare. Because we are in a time and place, agencies want to save money. So if a vendor comes across like, then you don't end up here. Where's here? DOGE.gov. That's where you're gonna end up. You're gonna end up here. Savings. Contracts they got rid of. You don't want to be on here. Your goal is to learn, apply, adjust, and win profitable contracts. That's the goal. What's up, Melody? Melody works for me. You all are amazing. That's another good question, Lady Bull. I suspect it's probably virtual. If anybody's interested in our upcoming challenge, VIP always better. Okay, real. I saw in your earlier video it had an Illinois plate. Yeah, I do. It's a real Illinois plate. You know how people got some BS license plates? No, my stuff is real. Guinness Book of World Record, title, my license plate, just like here. Look, we ain't playing games. Because of y'all, we got 100,000 subscribers. You got art on the wall. I'm here in Mexico. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else. I love you guys. I love it. I can feel your energy, Lady Bull. You ain't playing. I love it. Suit your name. I love it. I love it. Okay, good. Okay. No, y'all are the best. I think that's all I got. I love and adore you. I'm going to take it easy. I got a lot of good things going on. And I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you all pouring into yourselves. I get what I give. Do something every day that moves you closer to your goal. Too many people, I have a goal. Want to lose weight. I want to quit my job. I want a new man. I want a new woman. I want to move. Somebody was like, yeah. They were talking about moving here. I was like, how are you going to move here full time if the wife and the husband aren't on the same page? That's not marriage. That's divorce. So you want to give attention to your goals and be intentional about your goals. Be real with yourself. Your goals are not the same as my goals, and there's nothing wrong with that. What's important is you're putting energy toward the goal. That's all it is. Even if you're like, man, I didn't really succeed, but you tried. You tried. You know, one thing I'm really proud of is my bonus brother, Matt, who is getting married soon. I suspect he's going to have his first official kid soon. And he moved to Nashville for a year to pursue his career as a musician. I think it's honorable. That's cool. A lot of people talk about that. He did it for a year. It wasn't his thing. He's not doing it. Okay. Now, some of the guys he moved out there with, I think 1 or 2 of them are still doing it and opening for big acts. I don't know the band's names. I ain't BSing you. We from Michigan. I ain't here to play. But, I use Road. I was thinking Rogue. Rogue because of the fitness road. So not sponsored, no affiliate links yet. And so, but a couple of his friends are still at it, opening for acts. So it's cool. They kept going. He tried and was like, nah, it's not for me. That's beautiful. That's what this is about. Model. It's a very good question. I love that you're asking this. I would have to look it up. I don't know. Here's what I do know. When you get the mic, it's 2, and this plug. So I'm an Apple person. So this plugs into, I have another cord. It plugs into the computer, or you can put it in your camera. You probably could put it on your, let me see. Yeah. You can use this on your phone too. So this is like the transmitter. I'm like loving my tech. This is the transmitter thing that you plug into the thing, and you have the other thing, and boom, sound. So this, you need to have this plugged into your device. This is wireless. They both must be charged, work together. Thank you, Lady Bull. And you can add additional wireless mics too. So, but for my videos, when I bust out my camera, I use different mics for those. Okay. Flip. I understand. We could we can put a big old X over you. You could come in and wear a creepy horse mask. I think they have other animals too. Like, for real, creepy horse is a real thing. I don't want y'all to be like, creepy horse mask. It's those silly masks. I think they have dinosaurs and maybe cats. I'm just trying to be creative. I think it's kind of cool. Listen, I'm just trying to have fun, because at the end of the day, I'm here to help you reach your goals, your dreams, your desires, to inspire you, to motivate you. And the more and more you tell your story, the more people see, like, dang, not just Kizzy Parks, Dr. Parks with the popping curls, but really anybody can do this. So, okay, love and adore you all. Oh no. I'm a Gemini. Gemini with some sore legs, because we did legs today. Oof. Gemini. Okay, Taya, ask some questions. Gemini, the best sign, like Kendrick Lamar. Gemini. So this Gemini must go. Eddie, probably a fellow Gemini. And I wish you best. Love and adore you. winnerswaybook.com. Keep tabs on the executive orders. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Remember the things going on when it comes to the President of the United States, the greatest country ever, applies to each and every one of us, also as government contractors. And it eventually trickles down to the state level. So just be aware. Love and adore you. There's no reason you can't or won't win. You all are amazing. Everything is possible. Until next time. Take care, y'all. Take care.